아무것도 없는 허공이라. 허공을 의지해 공륜이 떠 있고,
그렇지.
공륜 위에는 풍륜, 풍륜 위에는 소련, 소련 위에 떠 있는 것은 금륜이 떠 있었다.
금륜 위에는 사대주가 있고 그 안에는 구산파래가 있었는데
구산 가운데 우뚝 솟은 신비의 봉우리를 수미산이라 불렀는데 어느 날 그 산의 유일한 나무 소원나무를 찾은 이들이 있었으니
물속에 뛰어들어 목숨 바친 그 천년 묵은 금어라는 물고기가 결국은 용이 되어 저 수미산 꼭대기까지 휙 날아왔었건다.
이 물고기가 소녀에게 준 붉은 구슬이 알고 보니 이 세상에 둘도 없는 보물 여의주였던 것이다. 가족인지 뭔지 결국 얻은 건 하나 없어도 그 소녀는 소녀와 형제처럼 어깨동무하고 집으로 돌아갔던 것이다.
그 눈부신 용 한 마리가 이 두 아이를 등에 태우고 저 땅끝으로 날아 돌아가는데 108마리의 소들이 뒤를 따르는 그 모습은 이야 장관이었던 것이었다.
용이 강물로 뛰어들자 죽어가던 강물은 꿈틀거리며 다시 살아나고 땅끝 마을에 마침내 비가 내리고 소들도 사람들도 춤추고 노래하였어요.
그런데 그 사슴은 어찌 되었나?
그러게 수미산에 남겠다고 했는데 그 무서운 소원나무 곁에서 어찌 살아남았으려나.
그 사슴나무는 달지기들에게 홀딱 반해버렸다는데 그리하여 달지기들을 따라 저 달나라로 따라갔던 것이었다.
그랬던 것이구나.
다들 저편 숲으로 간다. 달처럼 하얀 꽃 피는 나무들 달을 지키는 나는 사슴이다. 달에서 춤을 추는 나무다. 사랑이 오면 사랑을 하고 미움이 오면 미워하면 그뿐 인연을 따라가다 보면 행복도 괴로움도 한 가지인 것을 달의 숲속 사슴아을 춤추는 나무 낙송이처럼 하얀 춤추는 나무.
사실 당신들도 모두 원래 나무지요? 나무에서 와서 다시 나무로 돌아가는 거.
보름달이 뜰 때 달을 향해 두 팔을 쭉 뻗어보면 압니다. 손가락 끝이 까칠까칠하죠.
발가락을 꼼지락거려 흙을 간지려 보세요. 땅의 기운이 느껴질 겁니다.
그게 바로 당신들이 나무라는 뜻이지.
지는 나무 춤추는 나무 사나무 나무 죽어도 나무 무엇을 원하는가 마음속 생각은 이것저것 잡히지 않네. 흔들리는 가지처럼 이왔다 저리 왔다. 너는 지금 뭘 원하나. 행복도 잠깐 불행도 잠깐 지나가면 그뿐이야. 나무 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 소나무.
We change today, inspiring daily life. We create tomorrow inspired by innovation. Change today. Create tomorrow. Lotte.
held its first debate over the weekend.
The economy is expected to expand 2.5% this year.
Boosting Korea's ties with its global partners on the sidelines of the Status UN summit.
A massive drone attack on Ukraine overnight on Monday and Tuesday.
Arirang.
안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to a brand new week on the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment with a special focus on movies today, K-food or K-Kimchi to be exact, and more. And we're going to start off the new week with my co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers at home. I'm Walter Lee, here to co-host alongside Soa and give you the latest in daily dose of K-Enter news.
And we're also joined by Arirang's culture correspondent Park Gun-woo. Hello, Gun-woo.
Hi guys, and it's also very nice to be here as always. I'm Park Gun-woo, culture correspondent at Arirang News, and I've got some interesting news just for you, so stay tuned.
Kanu, I've hinted in the opening that we're going to have a focus on K-movies today, and films are always a great conversation starter. I mean, just before we started the show, we did talk about our recent movies as well.
Right.
And lately, especially Korean films have been enjoying growing popularity worldwide. So, Kanu, I heard some Korean contents made a very special appearance on the global stage.
Yes, so here's what's coming. The prestigious Golden Globe Awards announces nominees recently for the upcoming ceremony scheduled for January 11th. And star director Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice has been nominated for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, marking the first time a Korean movie has ever been selected in this main category. Director Bong Joon-ho's Parasite previously won Best Foreign Language Film in 2020, but No Other Choice will now compete in a top-tier category, going up against 5 other films, including One Battle After Another and Begonia. The film is also nominated in the Best Non-English Language Film category, whereas film Decision to Leave was also a nominee 2 years ago. Its lead actor Lee Byung-hun has additionally surprised many by receiving a nomination for Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture, competing with 5 actors including Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet. One expert explains why all of this is so meaningful.
The awards has been criticized for lacking multicultural representation. But after its hosting body changed several years ago, it began considering racial and cultural diversity much more. International awards also don't nominate actors out of nowhere. They look at global activities and achievements. Lee Byung-hun's longtime work in Hollywood was likely taken into account, giving him a chance to actually win.
He added that even if No Other Choice does not end up winning, the nomination alone is already a major achievement. And that's because the film presents a well-suited thematic focus, addressing unemployment and the challenges posed by AI in the workplace, all through a black comedy approach that balances both commercial appeal and also artistic value.
Yes, well, I actually know for a fact that No Other Choice was not the only movie within the spotlight. Isn't that right, Conan?
Right. So as we talked about this movie a lot during the Culture Wave in the previous episodes, K-pop Demon Hunters also drew enormous attention as it received 3 nominations: Best Animated Motion Picture, Best Original Song, and Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. The same expert explains why this accomplishment is already remarkable in itself.
Others competing aren't original creations, but K-pop Demon Hunters is. It's becoming increasingly difficult to find original content in Hollywood, and the fact that an original animated film centered on K-pop was nominated is highly meaningful. Also, it's notable that a film released on a global streaming platform can still be appreciated on such a large scale. Shows how content distribution is changing.
And we also need to take a closer look at Begonia, as it too has a strong connection to Korea. Some people may wonder why, but the film is actually a remake of the 2003 South Korean movie, Save the Green Planet. And the expert elaborates on how this reflects a broader trend, showing that it's not only Korean original content that's shaping the global cinema landscape.
We're seeing multiple forms of Korean content expanding abroad. Not only original works, but also projects based on Korean culture, as well as collaborations with global platforms. Because all these different approaches to localization are successful. At the same time, even if a Korean project doesn't win an award, it still gives us confidence that greater achievements are on the way.
I remember how we talked about Begonia with our movie expert Jae So also. It was 지구를 지켜라 in Korean back in the years. So that also really shows how this year, particularly, it was a year for Korean movies from various aspects.
Right.
So, but here's the question. How can Korea continue this momentum going forward?
The same question I have. So 2025, as you mentioned, was a remarkable year for Korea, especially as Korean content got dominant globally, with many productions making a global splash. So now is the time to think about the next step, what Korea needs to do to sustain this momentum.
We need more thorough analysis of both content and audiences. More academic support and case-by-case studies are needed. If I were a content planner, I would create a global K-pop audition program, giving participants a mission to express what K-pop identity means through missions like cover dances. Then the essence of K-pop would naturally stand out.
He added that platforms like Arirang TV could play a key role in this process, while also emphasizing that stronger government support will be necessary.
Well, in that case, we're going to do our best again next year as well. But I find it very interesting how the expert talked about a K-pop audition program, because we've talked to people who support that field. For instance, a K-pop dance professor, as well as a K-pop cover dancer, and also a K-pop vocal instructor. So all of that may lead to a new program and new K-contents that everyone around the world can enjoy.
Right.
And maybe you could be a participant in there, Konu.
I will be, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that interesting coverage again, Konu, and see you next time.
Thank you, Konu.
Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for K-Enter with Walter Lee. And Walter, love is in the air.
It is indeed. So actor Byun Yo-han and Girls' Generation member Tiffany Young have confirmed that they're in a relationship with plans for marriage. Now, according to Byun's agency, Team Hope, there is no date set for when the two will tie the knot, but they have both expressed that they will have plans finalized soon. Media outlets predict maybe next fall. Now, both Byun and Tiffany work together in the romantic roles in the Disney series Uncle Samshik or Samshik Samchon in May 2024. Now, Byun Yo-han made his debut in 2011 through a short film and has since then shown a strong presence in films such as Cold Eyes and Hansan Rising Dragon, as well as dramas including Misang and Mr. Sunshine. Tiffany, on the other hand, debuted in 2007 as a member of Girls' Generation and has gone on to acting as well as stage performances including Chicago.
Lovely to hear that news. And now, Walter, we're going to move on to, this is not exactly K-movie news, but I'd rather say K-box office news.
That's correct. So Disney's animated sequel, Zootopia 2, which sadly is not Korean content, continues its box office dominance, remaining in first place for its third weekend in a row and surpassing the 5 million total admissions. Now, according to the Korean Film Council, released on Monday local time, the film attracted roughly 1.01 million viewers from December 12th to 14th, securing the #1 spot with 65.5% share of total box office revenue. Now, since opening in November 26, Zootopia 2 has held on to the top position, bringing its cumulative audience to about 5.37 million. That's pushing it past the F1 the movie. Now, so far this year's most watched titles are the Japanese animated hit Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Infinity Castle, with about 5.68 million viewers. Second is followed by My Daughter is a Zombie with roughly 5.64 million viewers.
Well, although Zootopia is not a key movie, as far as I know, there are also Koreans involved in this movie as well. But now we are going to move on to a K movie, but on a different platform?
That's correct. So Kim Dami and Park Hae-soo are poised to showcase some intense on-screen chemistry amid an apocalyptic scenario in Netflix's upcoming film, The Great Flood, or Daehongsu. Now, gripping previews ahead of the December 19th premiere show that the sci-fi disaster blockbuster that follows a harrowing battle for survival inside a flooding apartment complex on the final day of Earth, which we hopefully will never see, where humanity's last hope is at stake. Now, newly unveiled stills highlight moments of crisis as characters find themselves on the brink in a world submerged overnight. Now, Anna, played by Kim Dami, and her son race to escape their apartment as water rapidly rises. Now, Hee-jo, played by Park Hae-soo, a security team member, assists Anna amid the chaos. Now, The Great Flood will be released exclusively on Netflix on December 19th.
Looking forward to that. And thank you very much, Walter, for those updates. And don't go anywhere.
I won't.
And now let's go over to our AI anchor, Arirang, for more on the culture front. Arirang?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Late actress Kim Ji-mi was posthumously awarded the Golden Order of Cultural Merit, the highest class of Korea's cultural decoration, in recognition of her lifelong contributions to the Korean film industry. Culture Minister Choi Hui-young presented the honor, saying that Kim also played a key role in safeguarding Korea's film ecosystem and reinforcing its institutional foundations. The Order of Cultural Merit is bestowed on individuals who have made distinguished contributions to the advancement of culture and the arts, and to broadening public access to cultural life. A series of exhibitions across Seoul are tracing a 600-year period of Western art history through the lens of Impressionism. The Seoul Arts Center is presenting works from Paris's Musée de l'Orangerie for the first time in Korea, allowing visitors to compare Renoir's warm, fluid brush strokes with Cezanne's more geometric style. The Sejong Center for the Performing Arts is marking the 100th anniversary of the San Diego Museum of Art with 65 Western paintings spanning the Renaissance to Impressionism. Meanwhile, the National Museum of Korea is showcasing more than 80 works from the Robert Lehman collection of New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. Experts say the rare overlap of major exhibitions underscores Seoul's growing status as a key art exhibition hub in Asia. The Dongyang Tourism Development Corporation will run the Dongyang cable car on a special schedule on December 31st to allow visitors to view the final sunset of 2025, as well as on January 1st for the first sunrise of 2026. On the evening of the year's last day, visitors can ride the cable car to the upper terminal on Mideksa Mountain to take in the year's last sunset and nighttime views of downtown Dongyang. For the New Year sunrise, tickets will open at 5:30 a.m. on January 1st. With boarding beginning at 6 a.m., visitors can also take part in special events, including a fortune cookie draw and a Letter to My 2026 Self program. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
Kimchi is an indispensable dish on the Korean table. It has long been lovingly prepared in every home and shared with neighbors. Nowadays, kimchi culture is being shared all around the world, with a number of countries having even designated their own Kimchi Day in recent years, such as in places in the U.S. Now, earlier this month, kimchi was celebrated at a festival in Washington, D.C., and we now connect to Sylvia Patton, Committee Chair of K-Kimchi Global Alliance, Washington, D.C., who led this event. Hello, Ms. Patton.
Hello, Ms. Patton.
Hello.
Happy to have you on the program. So first and foremost, please introduce yourself and the K-Kimchi World Global Alliance, or rather K-Kimchi Global Alliance Washington, D.C. committee to us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very honored to be here today. Kimchi is a very special part of Korean culture, and I'm excited to share our story with the viewers. K-Kimchi World Solidarity Washington, D.C. Committee is a cultural group focused on public diplomacy. We hold the Kimchi Festival in more than 30 places around the world, usually around November 22nd, which is Kimchi Day in Korea. After Korea created Kimchi Day in 2020, we began holding festivals globally to share that special day. In 2021, the K-Kimchi World Solidarity was formed, and we launched the Washington, D.C. Committee 2022 with support from the Overseas Koreans Agency. Through the festival, we share Korean history and culture. We work with the local governments, community groups, and Korean American second generation and cultural centers all year long. Our goal is simple: help people learn about Korea in an easy and friendly way. Kimchi is the perfect tool for this and a great platform for public diplomacy.
Very interesting to hear that kimchi is playing a big role in public diplomacy. And maybe this will also play part in it, because I heard the Kimchi Festival has been elevated to an official event in Fairfax County. So how did this come about, and what's the significance of this designation?
It was a very meaningful moment for us. For many years, I worked closely with the Fairfax County officials, and I invited them to our event and showed how the festival bringing people together. They saw that the event is cultural and educational, and that many families, Korean and non-Korean, enjoy it together. While preparing for the 2022 Kimchi Festival, I asked the county to proclaim Kimchi Day. And since then, they have issued a proclamation every year. Earlier this year, I met with the county leaders and suggested that county host the Kimchi Festival. They agreed. This year, we co-hosted for the first time with Fairfax County. Having local government to host a Kimchi Festival shows that Korean culture is now familiar and respected in the community. It has encouraged us to dream bigger and build a stronger festival each year.
Excellent. And how do you perceive the change in interest and awareness of kimchi in the U.S. compared to the past?
The change is really amazing. When I first came to U.S., not many people knew about kimchi. Many were not sure about fermented food. But today, it is very different. Americans now enjoy healthy and fermented food. Kimchi fits this trend very well. People want natural food with history and story. Young people especially like kimchi. They use it sandwiches and salads, rice bowls, and even taco tacos. First in Washington, D.C., I use kimchi in many fusion dishes. We see kimchi in many stores and restaurants. To me, this shows that kimchi is no longer just Korean. It has become a global food, loved for its taste and its health benefits.
Now, let's delve deeper into the festival, the Kimchi Festival. What kind of programs could be enjoyed there?
Our festival was designed for all ages, and we wanted people to experience kimchi with all 5 senses. We had a kimchi workshop and gilori, nanta, Korean fan dance, and K-pop dance, and traditional games like dakjichigi and jagichagi, paper folding, and wearing hanbok and writing names in Hangul were also very popular. It became a fun and educational place where children and adults could learn taste and enjoy together.
And please share any memorable episodes from the event, and also what activity received the most enthusiastic on-site response?
The most special moment was when my 9-year-old and 4-year-old granddaughters sang the Korean and U.S. national anthems at the county government building. Everyone was deeply moved and gave them a big applause. The cultural booths were extremely popular. Many people waited in a long line to try on the hanbok and take pictures. And the corner where we wrote the names in Korean was the biggest hit. The line was still long even after the event officially ended. It was really a long line and people just waiting. And I was also touched by our guests. They said they want to understand Korean culture more than try making kimchi at home. And they will come again next year. That was wonderful to hear. I realized that kimchi is just not Korean anymore. It is becoming a shared culture experience and moment where families connect, share stories, and learn something new together.
I mean, we know that kimchi is being enjoyed around the world these days, but what do you consider to be the key factor or key factors for kimchi to really establish itself as a part of global food culture?
I believe 3 things are important. First, the story. People want to understand the history and meanings of kimchi. And second, the experience. When people make kimchi themselves, they feel a personal connection. Third, easy access. Kimchi must be simple to find, and now many make market sale good kimchi. With those 3 things, kimchi can keep growing as a global food and cultural symbol.
And finally, how do you feel the process of introducing Korean culture through kimchi is fostering new relationships within the community? And also, how do you hope this festival expand into a broader space for communication?
Yes, absolutely. Many countries already have kimchi festivals. France even started a Kimchi Day recently. We see festivals in Germany, the UK, Japan, Australia, Canada, and many others. We hope many countries and more Korean groups will join the whole festivals each year. Kimchi means health, culture, and community, value, that matter everywhere. Many cities and groups are already interested. Our long-term vision is to build a global network of kimchi festivals that promote Korean culture and connect people around the world.
Thank you very much, Ms. Patton, for connecting with us today and for your role in not only promoting the taste of kimchi, but the kimchi culture to your community and the U.S. as a whole. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Walter. As always, we're going to see you here back soon.
See you very soon.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave for your daily dose of K-culture issues.
백십만 켤레 판매의 신화 티바트 아티브 오지입니다. 가장 큰 장점은 에너지 흡수율입니다. 에너지 흡수율을 10%에서 20%가 보통인데 저희 신발은 37.5%나 잡았어요. 각각 탄성이 다른 니트 소재를 믹스 매치해서 잘 맞는 옷을 입은 듯한 착 떨어지는 느낌을 신발에서 구현했습니다.
Wings for your feet. Special benefits only from Ballop. First contender, Ballop Tivet Artivo OG. Catches every shock. Second contender, Ballop Carbon Running Mater. The fastest way to shave 2 seconds off your record. Third contender, Ballop AcroPressure Slippers. With 1,700 pressure points, they melt away all your fatigue. The one shoe that gives me wings. Bring Ballop into your life. Designing every part of me, Ballop.
Really nice.
Yeah.